So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a Schoology assignment using the Assign from Google Drive feature found in Assignments. You would do this when you want to provide your students with a template that they will fill out. So you might think of it as if in a classroom, perhaps you make a copy of a worksheet and each kid fills it in with pen and paper. Well, this is the same idea, but now you are giving them their own copy through Google Drive. And so what does this look like and how does this work? Well, if you're in your course, excuse me, and you're on your materials tab, and then you will select the add materials drop-down menu. When you select that, you can then add an assignment. Now, best practice is that you will make assignments in your resources, keep them stored there, and then send them out to your courses. This particular feature is not available when you're in resources. It is only available in a course. You can still create most of the assignment in your resource and then just add this particular piece once it's out in your course. And I'll show you what I mean. So you're in your course, you go down to the drop-down menu, add assignment. And you see the blue star means, okay, I need to make sure I fill that out. So I'm going to title this American Progress. I'm going to put detailed instructions into my assignment so that my students have a lot of clarity as to what I want them to do. I'm going to select a grading category so that it shows up in the grade book. And then anything else that needs to be filled out that isn't already filled out the way I want it to, I'll fill that out as well. Now, so all of this you can do in your resources. This is the part that you cannot do in your resources. You cannot attach a Google Drive assignment when it's still in your resources. That's only within the course. So you could create this in your resources, then copy it to your course, and then come back into your course and add this at that point. And the reason you would do that is because you could then use this assignment in future semesters and other times as well, and you would have a record of it. Because when the course goes away, these assignments and things like that can go away as well. So I'm going to click Google Drive assignment, and I'm going to find that's the assignment that I want. I select it and hit attach, but it's at the top because I've worked with that document recently. But if I can't find it or it's not there at the top, I can do a search and it'll show up and be what I need. Now I've made a copy of this because I'm going to edit it and do some different things, so I didn't want to do that to my original. But there's not a reason that it says copy. It doesn't have to say copy. And the good thing about this, as a matter of fact, is you don't have to remember to share this document. You don't have to remember to change the sharing settings. When you're selecting and you're going through this Assign from Google Drive, you are telling Schoology to go ahead and create a copy every time your student comes into that course and selects that assignment and then clicks on it. And so I'll show you what I mean. So you're going to select the assignment that you want, you attach it, and then it puts it right there. And you hit create. You scroll down to the bottom because that's where it put in there is the assignment. As the teacher, when you click on it, this is what it looks like. So you can see the assignment, you can see who's in progress, you can see what kind of submissions you have, what have you. So then I want to show you what it looks like from the student view. Here, my son is in my sandbox course. Scroll down to that assignment. And you can see the first tab, detailed instructions that tell me what to do. And I click on my document, and the document's not showing up. Most of our students have probably already attached their Google Drive, but some may not have, and so they may have to click here and sign in there. It's connected here, it says, and so I just need to make sure I'm actually logged in as my son, and so I'm going to log in. And then he's got to put his password in. I'll give Schoology permission. And so your students may need to do this. But like I said earlier, most of them probably already have. So it's the middle of the day, so it is probably going to take it may take a little bit of time, but here we can see now as a student, I'm in the student mode. I can now see that document. Notice it says American Progress. It says Barrett Alexander. So it's got my name. It's got the title there. And so everything is really good. If I was a student and I was going to start editing this, I would actually click the edit button here so that it opens it up here and it looks like it normally would in a Google Drive assignment. And I can start working on it and completing that assignment. Now, in my next video, I'm going to talk about what the teacher needs to do as far as how to adjust our assignments to make them a little more friendly and for our students to use. Because this is an assignment that's a great assignment, but it's ideal and made for handing out in class. But we're not going to get into that right now. So I wanted you to be able to see what this looks like from the student view. And so that's why it's really important you put those detailed instructions, because I clicked on this link and it opened up right here. If it doesn't say anything, I don't know what to do, or I may not be real clear. Then in the My Document, you also may want to put some of those instructions here in the document as well, because once they click on that, they're going to kind of need to know what they should do. So kind of think of those things as you're going along. So let me actually go back real quick. As a student, I'm going to submit that assignment. Of course, I haven't actually answered anything, but you should. The students will, and then they'll submit it. And then as the teacher, when I come back, it opens up and I can see who's got it in progress and submissions. And if you have multiple class periods, you can click through the different class periods and I can see what Barrett has done on this assignment. I can give a grade and I can put a comment there and save that. Additionally, if I am looking at the document, I can, let's say I think, he needs to pay more attention to some of the details here. I can highlight a portion and click add comment. And so I can comment about that feature. Sure you pay attention to the figure in the foreground. I need to spell foreground right, don't I? All right. So those features, that is available there for you as the teacher. Now I can go back here and I can put that grade in and I can save it. Or let's say I want him to change some things, I can unsubmit it for him and it will send it back to him and let him know that he needs to, with the comments or whatever that I've put in there, he'll see, okay, now I need to make these changes and do these things. And so that is kind of how Google Drive assignments work. It's when you want them to fill it out on a specific paper. And you want to create a template, and then every student will work on it and it will be on their own. That one student's assignment doesn't impact another student's assignment.